Now, I've been telling you guys for a long, long time that all the people in the true crime community, whether it be in the audience, whether it be the creators, is a bunch of ho-ho, snack cake, Cheeto-fingered losers that are just in everybody else's fucking business. And this story right here is the exact proof of it. Now, when did I realize this was the case when it comes to this community? Well, it was back during the Brian Laundrie case. You guys remember that? You got people out with bullhorns. You got people in front of innocent people's homes. Because no matter what you think about who killed who, the families of the people are typically innocent. And just because you have a theory that someone did something wrong, and even if your theory ends up being right, your harassment and making an ass of yourself is a stain on this community. It's just the truth. And listen, I have no problem specifically with any of you. Whether you're some fat chick with a bullhorn or whatever the fuck you are, that's none of my business. However, when it makes public news, this is what happens. This is what led to the adpocalypse. This is what happens when it comes to YouTube. As someone that's been on this platform for 18 years, it's people like you that destroy this platform. They make it hard for people to come out here and earn a living. And that's what this platform is for. Make me no mistake about it. Any of these YouTubers telling you they're not here to make a living, they're not here to make money, is fucking lying to you. Unless it's just some fat chick that's you know, sitting here just to gossip and do crime and shit like that. There are people like that that genuinely have no lives. Their husbands won't fuck them, and they're just sitting here just gossiping with strange weirdos all over the fucking world on the internet. That does exist. Today we're going to be talking about Sebastian Rogers. For you guys that do not know, Sebastian Rogers is a young boy, autistic boy, that's went missing. Now, we have no idea what happened to him. There's been no crime. The police haven't even said there's a crime, but the internet does not let up. I see all your videos, all your theories, all your accusations. You people are making that. Well, I want to ask you a question. What if that boy really is just missing? What if the parents had nothing to do with that boy's being missing? You are taking someone's worst moments of their life. You are taking someone's worst moments of their life and you're making it worse. Guys, I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time. We're going to talk about Bullhorn Betty harassing someone's family. Let's get into it.
Bring it back.
Now, I'm aware that some of you guys are not going to like this video. I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. Don't care. At the end of the day, when you are harassing innocent people, so much so that people are getting no contact orders on you, then you need to look at yourself. This is the problem. Everybody in this community is so goddamn nosy. They genuinely affect other people's lives without thinking about whether they even should or not. Picture this if this was you. Your son's missing. And you got a bunch of nosy fat bitches on the internet in between their host of snack cake runs, sitting here making your life a living hell, driving by your house, bullhorning, all this bullshit. Just imagine that. Not to mention all these people on the internet with nothing better to do. They don't work. They don't get pussy. They don't get dick. They don't get anything. They just sit here like globs of shit all damn day, bothering people, harassing people, digging into people's real life like you're some junior detective on some motherfucking Scooby-Doo youth camp team. It's so fat one at that. You guys are bizarre. You guys are bizarre as fuck. Guys, I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time. Before we get into this story, I want to say first and foremost, thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal, regardless of which channel you support. Guys, truth is, I couldn't have done this for the last 18 years if it wasn't for you, the Gun Squad. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. And if you too find my content valuable, feel free to click the links down below. Join the Gun Squad today. You can also find my other content down there as well. Guys, let's go ahead and get into this because this shit fucking grinds my gears. It really does. It really pisses me off, to be honest. Bizarre update in case of missing Tennessee teen, Sebastian Rogers, as his mother makes frightening claims against a YouTuber, of course. Of course, the mother of an autistic teenager who vanished without a trace from her Tennessee home has accused a YouTube sleuth, another word for just nosy bitch, of threatening her safety. Andrew Griffin, known to followers as Bullhorn Betty, has been investigating the baffling disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, who was reported missing from the home in Henderson on February 26. Sebastian's mother, Katie Proudfoot, has secured a temporary order of protection against Griffin from preventing her from coming within 100 feet of her or her home. Good. She threatens us and posts live while driving by our home. That's exactly right. Listen, I just want to make this clear to you guys. Remember people that follow YouTube may remember this. What was the chick SS Sniper Wolf who pulled up outside someone's home and it showed their address and shit? The whole YouTube community understands that's the one thing you do not do. You don't be pulling up to people's house, showing their address, harassing them at home. That's not something you do. But this has happened before. Remember the Brian Laundrie case? Out there with the Bullhorn and her and JLR was harassing, I think it was JLR, I might be wrong, harassing Brian Laundrie's family. Even if, no matter what, the reality of this is you knew the Laundrie family didn't murder Gabby Petito. You knew that. And you don't know that Sebastian Rogers' parents did anything to him. You have to think about the alternative. You didn't care that Brian Laundrie had blown his fucking brains out and maybe the parents were like, fuck. You didn't care, you don't care that Sebastian Rogers is missing, probably dead, and his parents are probably like, fuck. What if they didn't do anything? Imagine how much heartache you're putting on those people. I hate this goddamn community. I hate this goddamn community. It literally, it's the worst group of individuals that's ever existed on this planet. You're going to pull up at the wrong person's house one day and it's going to be hit. It's going to be hit. That's the way that shit goes. It's going to be hit. But you know what? I've seen it before. When JLR was doing it and a motherfucker punched him in the mouth, JLR called the cops. That's what you do. You harass people. And then if somebody does something to you, you call the cops on them. Because you goddamn sure don't want to pull up in front of my shit doing it and then actually face the consequences of it. No. You're like, I'm gonna annoy you and harass you. And then if you put your hands on me, JB, I'm going to call the police on you. Of course. You think it's okay to harass people, but if people do shit back to you, you play the victim. You play the victim, just like JLR dude did when that dude punched him in the goddamn face. And I think it was the Brian Laundrie case. That's what you people do. We're investigators. No, you're fucking not. Investigators. Stop it. If you were investigators, a legal agency would pay you to be an investigator. We're investigators. We're Detective Bullhorn. Stop it. Just fucking stop it. She is dangerous and she is threatening me and my family's safety and she is, by showing her house and doing all this shit and telling her followers to help and do the same. Now you're trying to, I hope they charge Bullhorn Betty with this, to be honest, at some point. You cannot ask groups of people to harass people. It's fucking illegal. It is fucking illegal. Let's see what we got here.
Now, News 2 at 6.
We want to get to the bottom of this.
Mother claims she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber.
She is.
So now she's taking legal action. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Millard. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty. Well, tonight, News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry sat down and spoke with the influencer.
Sebastian Rogers has not been seen since February 25th. Since then, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, along with several other agencies, searched for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus their efforts on the investigative side. YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step. But now, Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far.
Yes, it has. Leave the people alone. You can investigate the case without pulling up at people's houses. What is driving by someone's house going to do for you, Betty? What is driving by someone's house and harassing them at home going to do for you? Do you think they're going to come out and say, all right, Betty, I'm going to give you a statement and tell you what I did to Sebastian? Is that what you think is going to happen? You got to be retarded or something. All you're doing is harassing. You're not trying to get any answers. Because it's weird for you to think they're going to fucking come out their house and just talk to some random fat stranger. They're not going to come out there and go talk to some YouTuber with coffee cake crumbs all over their goddamn face. It's not going to happen. Fucking weirdos.
In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andra Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty, accused the family of harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous. Andra tells me she has not received the temporary order of protection, but claims she has not done anything illegal.
If it is from her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that.
There is nothing unlawful about it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to take morality into consideration. What if you're wrong, Betty? Is it morally okay for you to harass people at their home, film their house, do all that shit? Is it morally all right? Because what if you were wrong and they had nothing to do with it? And you're like, but I think they should have been looking here and here. Well, bro, you're not connected to the case. They are. You don't think they've already had conversations with the police and detectives and investigators and people actually inside the case? Fuck, man. But they need to tell me what's going on. I got 30,000 little YouTube followers. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've had that on 20 different channels. Stop it. That doesn't mean anything. You know, you don't automatically earn respect for that. You don't. Nobody cares. And you continuously harassing them just because you legally are allowed to do it is a ridiculous fucking defense.
That happened over a month ago. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The questions of this case are becoming more and more.
Andra says her main goal is to provide informational content to the public and to help find Sebastian.
But I also will say this. If Betty is just making videos, then I support Betty for making videos. But if she's reaching out and actually harassing people in the family, or lying in any way, or telling her followers to go after the parents in any way, that is the problem. Her and her theories or whatever it is she does over there, I don't know. I've never watched a Bullhorn Bobby or whatever her name is video in my life. Never will. But if I'm just being honest with you, if she's just making videos, yeah, I might find them stupid or whatever the case. But she's allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Her, even if she's theorizing on the parents doing it, she's allowed to do that. I think it's damaging. I think imagine these people, every time their name is Googled, you get those types of accusations against them. What if they did not do it, Betty? Bobby, Betty this and that. What if they did not do it? It's fucking nuts.
She tells me these accusations are just a distraction.
I don't like the drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about...
Betty, stop it. You listen. I may not have ever watched you, but I've known many, many people in beefs and drama with you. For years it's existed. Since the laundry shit, and probably before. I don't like the drama. Yes, you do. I've seen you go back and forth with other YouTubers, just a bunch of fat women going back and forth with each other. I've seen it, witnessed it with my own eyes. For you or anybody else that engages in trauma and drama, which I've seen so many of you do, even the men, for you guys to do that as consistently as you do and then say, I don't like the drama, bullshit. Bullshit. The entire reason you're out there with your bullhorn is because you like the drama. You want to be heard. You want to be loud. You want to be large and in charge. You've accomplished that. You're successful.
About Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is all about Sebastian Rogers, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not about Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers.
It's about all of them. They're all family. You know, it's not about Bullhorn Betty. It is indeed about Sebastian Rogers. It is indeed about the Proudfoots. That's their family. And their family is going through something. It is very weird for you to say it's not about the parents who are also dealing with this tragedy. Because if they didn't personally kill them, they are dealing with the tragedy. But you're so convinced, just like the rest of these YouTube theorists, that they did something to those kids. Your simple logic doesn't kick in. You have no sympathy or empathy for those parents who are probably going through the worst time of their lives. And I've seen you YouTubers go back and forth thinking it was the dad, then it was the grandma, then it was the stepdad, then it was the mom. Imagine that. It can't be all four of them.
Rogers, and how can we bring him home?
A court-ordered hearing is set for August 8th at the Sumner County Courthouse. Each of Bullhorn Betty's YouTube videos will be summarized for the DA's office. Until that time,
Good.
A temporary restraining order says Andra cannot stalk or come within 100 feet of Katie
Good.
or her home. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.
We reached out to Katie Proudfoot for comment and have not heard back.
Good. Katie Proudfoot's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. So look, man, when it comes to Sebastian Proudfoot, did some fucked up shit probably happen to him? Yeah, we've talked about this on the channel before. I have no clue who did this. That's why I don't make more videos on it, because nobody knows anything. Everybody's just... The entire Sebastian Rogers YouTube case is just people theorizing based on body language. Well, I don't like what that person said. Did you see the way he looked when... You see what I'm saying? There's no actual facts. It's just YouTubers being YouTubers. It's just drama and crama people being drama and crama people. It's just nosy fat bitches being nosy fat bitches. Will somebody go get one of these big whores, a fucking one of them little apple pie hostess cakes or something? Go get them a bag of flaming hot Doritos or Cheetos and sit their little fucking fat asses down. They're all over the place. And they do not care if it's harassment or not. And I'm not saying those specific things about Bullhorn Betty. I'm saying about all of you. All of you. You know why you ain't seen me on this channel in a while? Because I'm not a nosy loser. I got other shit to do. We got really World War III popping off. We had an ex-president almost assassinated. We got real shit going on. North Korea putting missiles on the South Korean border. Iran's about to fucking attack Israel. We got so much shit. The fucking stock market crash, and you guys are like, I'm gonna free Sebastian Rogers. What does that mean? We want justice for Sebastian. Bitch, get a goddamn job or a hobby or something. I'm thejbgunner. This is Crime Time. If you like what I do here and you find my content valuable and you want to see me over here more, feel free to hit those links down below. Support the channel. Join the Gun Squad today. All of those financial apps are there to use. If you have a video you want me to make, feel free to send a donation. Tell me what the topic is, and I'll throw it out there for you. I love you guys. I'm thejbgunner. See you next time. Time to get to my news.